Guys, look, SEN Shroud. Oh my gosh! Nobody cares though because we're looking at SEN Dapr and SEN Trent. First things first, new champion's Mona looking kind of hard. That Phantom and the Butterfly Knife, probably going to be a comp. Alright, here we go. So this Fade is either going to prowl up here or throw an eye. Oh, there's the eye. Is the eye going to land on the... No, it's just... Not an actual lineup. Just throw an eye for mid. Alright, so basic make it... Look, Fade threw an eye over. So this is for spam. So this eye probably landed like on this wall or something. Alright, they landed on this wall or in this corners to clear all of bottom mid or to get spam kills over here. Look, guys, this is called being patient and disciplined and playing slow, waiting for over-aggression. They're waiting, so they're waiting for sentinels to either push here, push up mid, push up cat. They're just waiting. They're also waiting for the rechargeable abilities, the knife, the eye, to refresh. Oof. I don't know if y'all saw this, but Dapr also put an eyeball back here. So whenever they're coming up, he put an eyeball back here. It was huge. So here's something that you want to do with eyeballs, is throw them high and behind. Because one high, they have to go like, to look at it and shoot it. And two, behind, they gotta go all the way around to go and shoot the freaking eyeball. But if you just throw it in their face, then they can just go, oh, and then get rid of it. But you throw it high and behind, that's what I like to see. So look, the eye, he has the eye. Boom, the eye's up. It gets scans and it gets kills off of it. There's also another reason why the two people sit back here is because they don't want to get scanned by the eye. Peeking off the Prowler, that's something you can do. So like they have the one way. They have the one way to deny reswings. They do the suck so that anybody that's shooting this Prowler or getting attacked by the Prowler gets hit in the suck, and then the entire three people swing and get a free kill. He threw the eyeball second so that he could go in the smoke and then spam through the smoke. Alright, this Seize. This Seize is something that most Fades don't use very efficiently. So this Seize gets people at all heights. That's why you saw Trent up here. And who was it? I believe it was Jonah P down here. Both got hit by a Seize that was down back here. Because the range is about around here. And they got sucked, so got pulled in here. And he got pulled back, making them moving and shooting at the same time. So while the entire sentinel strings, the entirety of guard is moving and therefore inaccurate and hopefully not killing you. Going to Jonah P. Now knows that there's two here. Oof. That's bad by Jonah P. So here's what they did here. Shroud playing anti. Zelsa's hold for the flash. But there's a lot of presence. Good by guard. While all of this was going on over here, all the sentinels moved back over here. But they do have this Vandal now for the retake, which means they have two Vandals. Oh, actually three whole rifles because Dapr bought one too. That was really smart by Dapr. So whenever you prowl through smokes, there's a high chance that you're gonna miss them or you could get timing because the smoke went like this. The smoke was like this, and net played outside the smoke. So the Prowler went through the smoke, and as the Prowler went through the smoke and went out of the smoke, net went back into the smoke. So what Dapr knew is that he was pretty sure that there was someone highly like it there, so he stayed here and held this angle and waited for the person B main to repeat, thinking that they got a timing. But Dapr knew that they could have gotten a timing, so he read it and killed him. Oh, these two are so powerful because Valent's not going through. Oh my gosh, Celsius and try to get three. No way, man. Holy, was there an eye? Oh no, the ult. That was huge by Dapr. So one thing with the Fatal, first of all, it's large, so it gets a lot of area. But another thing is it does 70 damage to them when they... Okay, tens. It does 70 damage to the enemy when you Fatal. So it makes them all weaker, which is why Shroud and Zelsis were able to kill him so easily to the body, because it only takes 2 shots to kill him since you take 70 HP away from them. So I think Dapr fataled like this or like this. I wasn't 100% positive where he was located. But long story short, he got the entirety of the tree. So all the people in the tree were down HP and they couldn't hear. Plus they were marked. So if Dapr threw a Prowler, the Prowler would just run at them. So that was a really good ult by Dapr there. I'm actually pretty sure they won the run off of that. Dude, A-Fast, holy. Oh my gosh, they blind. And the eye. Dude, that eye was huge. That eye was huge. Where's the eye? Oh, the eye's up here. So there's like a metal piece that sticks out. That was huge. So Omen blinded down this lane at the same time, and eye was thrown up here. So all these people were blind by the Omen flash. This eye scanned him. Saya dashed into the smoke right here and was able to spam the people here and get a free kill. So now the guard has this huge advantage here. Okay, Dapr just used the eye to reclear, so that's another thing that you like to do when you're on Initiator, is use your rechargeable abilities to clear space. If you can securely reclear space with the chargeable abilities, you can do that. Oh my gosh, I spammed through the smokes. Huge. That was another thing. The C's. The C's one right here hit both of them. Meaning, once again, the C's similar to the ult takes away 70 HP. So 70 HP got taken away from Dapr and Shroud, making them all really all really lit and 2 shots. So swinging through the smoke for Trent was a lot easier. Unfortunately, Dapr got spammed there, and then he isolates the 1v1 at Shroud, who can't hear Trent swinging through this. So if Trent's running at him through the smoke, then Shroud is not ready in theory. Shroud is not ready and cannot hear Trent running at him. That was huge. Oh shit! That's something that people don't do often, jumping on top of the dice boxes. A little cool thing you guys can pick up there from Tens. Jump on the dice boxes. Somebody hell won't expect you doing that. The tether was in the middle, and it shows... Wait, where's this eye? Okay, here's a really good eye for mid. This clears bottom mid. It's really hard to see, because if you have teammates who's like, oh, hey, can you shoot my eye or dart? Well, they'll usually position themselves in a safe angle where they can just see this wall, this, or this, you know, kind of thing. But with this eye all the way back here, it's hard... First of all, it's hard to see for the defenders, and it's therefore hard to shoot. And then it's really high and behind him in theory as well. So it's basically all that you want in an eye.
They will break against me. Where are you?
So here's another deduction. They deducted that there's 2 here, and their Tens probably would have been peeking with the op if he was here. But because Tens wasn't peeking with the op there, they prowled this B main space to get him off the angle, because they assumed that Tens would be opping this, which is good. Because Tens was opping it, and that prowler got him off the angle. Another thing is they knew that Dapr TP'd off because they heard this TP, and typically a common TP is back spawn or back stairs or market. So what they did is they took another one, a Trent's prowler out of main, and then out. So one thing that you do with the prowler is you come out and then you just keep turning it around so it like zigzags through here, clearing all the possible angles that it could reposition with the operator. Something you can do if you're on bad rifles and you are almost positive that your retake is gonna be is not gonna work, because like if they have rifles posted here, and you're at a disadvantageous with pistols, there's like you should not be winning that. So like posting up on B main and spawn is a really good crossfire to hold for exits, because most of the time you're almost guaranteed to get a kill or 2 or all of them, especially if you do it properly. They know that Tens usually likes to play here. Oh, this is an interesting alarm brat, but they don't turn around. Oh. Careful. Quick tip with the alarm bats. Whenever you put an alarm bat down, for the first like couple seconds that it's down, it's non-functional. Like it doesn't work. So you kind of want to make sure and clear the angle before you completely rely on the alarm bot to clear that angle. Oh, I like that from guard. So instead of breaking this eye, and that's another thing with eyeballs, is whenever they get shot, that is also information. So the guard decide not to shoot it and then take mid more slowly, so that sentinels are more scared, are not more scared. They're deceived by them not taking mid space because this eye wasn't shot. That's another thing with the C's, is you can throw it over buildings and whatnot, because what it does is it drops straight down. Whenever either 1, it runs out of range, or 2, you press the button again, it drops down. That's actually huge tech with Fade utility, is when you throw it, not the Prowlers. The Prowlers are kind of like a dog kind of thing. So this, talking about the C's in the Haunt. When you throw the Haunt, it can either go as far as you want it to, or you can press the E button again, and it will drop on command. It'll just go straight down. Same thing with the C. Where did the C's go? Oh, the C's. Same thing with the C's. When you throw the C's, it either reaches max distance and drops straight down, or you can press the button again and then it drops straight down. I honestly believe that the dropping straight down technique is like something that people don't utilize very often. especially in lineups, because it's like it's hard to get consistent with the timings and stuff. But if you can get the timings down on dropping for lineups, you can make some insane lineups, dude. Like, you can get in such good spots so fast. I think that is a significant advantage to phase utility, is you can throw it straight. Like, instead of having to throw it really high, you can just throw it straight and pop it. Oh my gosh, look at this SOVA. Okay, so here's the thing. Trent technically could have used, as Trent uses the C's, he forgot to use the C's, I'm pretty sure. If you use the C's in heaven, then that one slows down Sentinels retake. 2, they take 70 damage, so you can spam. So like they get sucked here, and then all the hell people can spam these guys and have a higher chance of killing them because they're minus 70 HP. And 3, it ruins the timing. So if there's people coming out tree for Sentinels and heaven, if these heaven guys get C's, then you can heavy focus the guys coming out tree because the timings are off now. But and I think it was good by Trent in this situation to not pull out any utility and fight. What I meant is to throw the C's before Sentinels even started retaking. I'm really curious how they're going to use this Fatal. You can either use this Fatal to clear the entirety of B. It clears the entirety of A. Actually, I didn't mean to make it that large. It clears the entirety of B site. It can clear the entirety of A. Or you can do it like a split. I think that might be what these pings are. Is they're gonna come up cat and then do like a split or something. Yep, exactly. Boom. Here's the ult. It clears all of A site, and then from cat. This ult tells you how many people it hit. So since it hit nobody, Saya player is aware that there's actually nobody on A site. And if it does hit somebody, it'll give you a trail and it'll tell you where they are. So he can 1, follow the trail if it hits somebody, and 2, he can tell that there's nobody on site and look at different angles if it doesn't hit anybody, and it didn't hit anybody, so they knew that. Okay, this eyeball is probably going to land like up here. Right? Come on, please tell me I'm right. Oh, this is sick. So eyeball up here. So this guy shot the eyeball. So there's a flash over and eyeball back here. So the whole point of this eyeball is if someone blinded by this flash that KO threw over tiles gets hit by it and backs all the way up back here, this eyeball on top of this B main wall will scan them. But this person right here wasn't blind and killed Saya player. Either or this player was blind and didn't fully back up, and the person top mid killed him. I don't really know what happened. It didn't really matter because the guard killed them and Sentinels didn't. Oh my gosh, the classic is different. Oh, guard Trent. Nice, that was huge. So here's what Trent did. He peeks, kills 2 on lane, gets all these people's attention. So what happens is these guys are so focused on Trent running down that Trent plays ring around a Rosie and runs all the way back around. While this guy in stairs is swinging, all of these people back here are looking this way, so this guy just shoots him in the back and gets free freaking kills. That's how you like kind of play off of someone's contact and off of your teammate's presence. That's how to properly bait. That's a really nice way to take A main. You throw a prowler through A main, and then if someone shoots a prowler, then they threw the flash so the person gets blinded. Dapr can swing, and they get the orb. So they're going for orb control for this kill ult here. Oh, he might throw the eyeball now. Oh no, wait. He's probably pinging. Usually you go on the mini map and ping. Yep, there you go. Boom. He's pinging the sides of the wall, so he knows the restrictions down the lanes, which he can spam. So he's going to spam on this contact here. Boom. Now he spams. And then he throws the eye. He's going to try to go spam again. There you go. There's the eye in the window. Nobody gets hit by it. And now he just kind of has this line with the areas to spam again. They have a seize. Boom. They seized his close area because they knew Jonah P was close, so Jonah P would get seized by it, and then all 4 swinging them. Off that kill, the ults. Now he can't hear on sight. Oh my gosh, what a shot! But he can't hear that there's people wrapping around him. Oh my gosh, Valen. Wow. Okay, basically what I was trying to say is nobody can really hear what's going on because Astro Wall is up, plus the people on site were ulted, aka Valen was ulted, plus this Astro Wall was up. But those are some huge shots on Valen, these guys up here. Someone was trying to wrap behind him, which Valen wouldn't have been able to hear. Valen also was not able to hear people running up lane. But it didn't matter because he was just ready for the entire team to come lane if they wanted to come lane. Instead of Dapr having a lineup, he just throws a basic eye here. You could probably have a lineup that goes back here, back up here. Just throws a basic eye there. And then Omen blindness reaction, and then fade C's. As Omen can TP out of C's because he is moving his position out of a position. I don't know if that makes sense, but Omen can TP out of C's, which is what Valen just did there, which is really cool. I don't know if you guys saw that, but that was a huge decision by Dapr and Shazam there. That actually won them the round. Dapr playing patient, waiting for maybe somebody to decide on how to do something, instead of just swinging into two people, he plays patiently, waits for the team to decide on something, and then boom, they win the round because of it. If he just swings here, then they're in a 2v3 and they just lose that round. But because Sentinels waited, the Hunter's Fury was able to be decided on, ulted, and win the round. That was huge. Oh, this is interesting. Oh, this is huge by Trent. Oh, unfortunate. So he gets one. Not really sure if there's another one because they only saw one person here early. So he's throwing the Prowler to check if somebody else is there. But while he has a Prowler out, Tens re-swings to swing and trade. Dapr maybe backing up to throw an eye line up. Oh, they just like this. Okay, so they like this eye because it clears logs and close switch. And those are some pretty powerful positions if you don't clear it. It also clears anybody throwing an off angle here or here. So it's a good eye. Really cool plays and utility usage by Dapr and Guard there. Glad we got to see that. Those were some two huge games by both players. This was a really good game to watch because both Dapr and Trent popped off. Guard ended up winning. Trent got 26. Dapr got like 17 kills or something like that. Maybe that was the difference between the wins and loss. I don't know. But good VOD review. Goodbye. Oh, look at the economy. Look at the economy. Frenzy Ghost. Classic. 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 Classic.